Okay, I might cry. I might, just because there's things that are like right on the edge that need to come out. So I feel like, on the one hand, that I need to do something to make something happen in my life, move forward in some direction. I feel like I'm kind of stuck, even though I have all these different things going on in my life. I have my regular work, which is like sending things to Amazon and that, and packaging and those things. And then I have these videos that I'm doing that I really enjoy doing. And then I have this workshop that I'm working on. And this is where it comes in a lot of conflict, because on the one hand, I know it's something that I want to do. I'm not sure if it's really like the workshop that I want to do, or if it is the bringing myself out. And because I feel like we had this conversation during the workshop, and one of the things that Roy said is that when you have a gift to give, if you don't give your gift, you quit getting, like you lose it. And I feel like I have a gift to give, and like it has to be born out of me. So on the one side, I have this, okay, you have to do something, start moving, do something, move. And when I sit down to like force myself to do something, all I want to do is run, like right now. And I make excuses for myself to run. Like that I get more inspired when I'm out in nature, but it just seems like when I sit down to force myself to do something, nothing comes out. I just sit there procrastinating, and so nothing comes of it. At least when I'm out, the thoughts start moving, inspiration starts coming, I start seeing things clearer. But then I'm not doing, and then I get back and I'm like, okay, well then I have all this I can do and all of that, and then I get back and I do nothing, and then I have this, it's just more of the same. I get back and I just can't do it, and I feel like maybe I can't do it because it still hasn't cooked in me, and I still don't see the path. It still seems kind of like foggy, or maybe that's just an excuse I'm making to myself so I don't have to stand up into my power and bring myself. But then I think, like, what is bringing myself, to make a workshop? Come on, I've done things in my life. I've moved mountains. What is making a workshop? And worst case, nobody comes, or one person comes. You know what? Am I afraid of making a fool out of myself? Oh, I've made a fool out of myself so many times. At the same time, I could say I've never made, it's what is a fool? What am I afraid what people are going to think? I don't think so. I don't. Not really. Am I afraid to apply myself somewhere where I don't belong? That sounds more like it. Like I'm afraid to do something that I don't really feel like but then I can always just change it. So what's the fear in that? I don't know. There's all sorts of things going on. All I really want to do is run around on the side of the mountain and make videos. I feel like because because my making a living isn't secure, that nothing is secure. Like I don't have, when I sit down to start writing things up, I'm always feeling like there's other things that I'm supposed to be doing. And I also have this other side of me that says, well, wait a minute. All of these things need to be done. So just sit down and do them one at a time. It's rather, then you'll get them done one at a time rather than procrastinating about all of them and getting up and just running away. And then I have this other side of me that says just to be. things are playing out exactly as they're supposed to be playing out. You know, part of that, the divine plan is also this. This part of it is also part of the divine plan. You know, you have to go through the lows to overcome them. And this whole letting go, it keeps on sneaking back up on me, and I keep reminding myself. It keeps sneaking back up on me, and I keep reminding myself just to let go. Let go. In any case, it's not my choice right now. And there are other things in my life that I do have control over, or that I need to take control over. I do have control over them, whether I'm taking control standing up or not. You know, it seems like I would be taking my own advice on these things. I was talking about in another video about standing up into your power, and where you don't stand up into your power, you leave the back door open for other dark entities, shadows to come in. And, you know, I understand all these concepts. And I think it feels like it's time to start applying them into my life. And so this week, my homework with the workshop is to build a workshop. It's like a 2-hour workshop, really simple, with if you write down a few different things that we're going to talk about, and build a workshop that's like a 2-hour workshop, and for just a little bit of money, just so that I can start feeling what it feels like to put out a workshop, and to have some kind of money flow from it, just to like get confidence in it. And I'm procrastinating around it. I guess today is Sunday, so I'm kind of being hard on myself on that, but I feel like this should be something that I just am able to just do, like, you know, snap. There's so many different things I could talk about, so many different workshops I could do. And then I also have like the side of me that says, oh, yeah, somebody's going to go on YouTube and see how, you know, how you see how, you know, see how I'm doing. But this is all part of it. This is part of the enlightenment and going through the pain. You know, I think I'm going to go up there. I think I'm going to go up that way, because I feel like I need something to give. I'm searching in this pain to try to see what it is. It's all weakness. It's all weakness. You know, it's all for my higher good. I need to, you know, remove expectations. When I have expectations, I'm limiting myself. Oh, there's a note. Expectations limit your outcomes. I'm going to write that one down. See, I could do a 2-hour talk just about that. I understand it so well. Expectations limit your outcome. But expectations also limit outcome. But expectations, and the opposite also, expectations, I'm writing it down. Also create your future. Also have power of creation. There's a paradox. Paradoxes are holes. When you have a paradox, you have a hole. It's like this twin flame journey. You have the two opposites, but also like they're the two that complete each other. Is how I see it. you have black and white. It's like one of you is black and one of you is white, and it interchanges all the time. Where one is hard, another's soft. Where one is it's rigid, the other one is flexible. It's like you have to come from it's like we're opposite extremes, and we have to come together into a medium. And when you come in together into a medium, it means that you find your own medium. Because if I'm extremely soft, then I find also the other part, the other, with coming in together with my twin, then I am finding ways to soften or to harden. Like if I'm too soft, then I find places where I need to be a little bit more rigid because I learn from him. And if he's too rigid, then he learns a little bit more to be soft until we come into like a meeting place in the middle, like a middle ground where we can meet. It's like this with any person that you meet, that you connect with. You kind of have to connect on different levels and different places. But with your twin, it's like a complete polarity. It's like a complete mirror image of yourself, but you just like in the mirror, you see yourself in reverse. These rocks are slippery because it's been raining all day and all morning and all night last night. So I'm thinking that I need to turn this off and hike up with both of my hands to be safe, to pay attention, and get into the now. So I'm going to stop this for now. Thank you for watching. Come on, Lola. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'll catch you. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Come on, Lola. Are you coming? Okay, come here. Helping Lola up this pass. There she goes, see? I love hiking. So I'm still hiking up this little pass here. And always when I'm hiking and I get into the now, it releases all these thoughts that I keep having. My hands are all muddy from the hiking. And the thought that I just had is that I need to take back the power that I give to my twin flame on this twin flame journey. That the power that he has over me. And it's not like he wants the power. I'm giving over my power. If we are in separation and I feel weak, or I'm crying all the time and I can't do my workshop, because I have so much pain. Oh, poor me. It's me giving over my power. I should be standing in my full power by myself. No codependence, no dependencies. Codependencies if he was dependent on me too. No dependencies. And regardless of my outside situation, be in my full strength and power. And you see, that's something I could do a workshop on. I could just talk about that for hours and hours and hours. I probably already have. That's weird. it's a bee, and it's doing like flips in the air, but not like, it looks like you would see a helicopter that's out of control. It doesn't look like it looks like there's something wrong with it. Probably from all the crop spraying. I sure wish that the world would like wake up about that. There'd be enough people that care about that kind of thing, but really care about it, not to look the other way. You know, like they say in the Holocaust, that, you know, the Holocaust was able to happen because a lot of good people just decided that it wasn't in their control. You know, people just allowed it to happen because it wasn't them doing it, it's out of their control. So they just kind of looked the other way, even if they didn't agree in it. So that's what I feel like. I got all the way up. Lola's over there. I love this pass. See, I love doing this so much because it lets me just be. And get out into nature, and it just makes all the difference. And yeah, I can go back into the mind loops and say, oh no, I'm not doing anything. That's what I was doing all morning until 11 something, when I finally just called it quits and went outside. But I still have that notion. See, I have these two notions, going back to what I was saying at the beginning. I think I'm going to put all these movies together because they all belong together. I have these like two notions. One is, you need to be doing something. Get your freaking workshop going, doing something to make a living. You know, time, I can't stand that saying that time is money. Time is actually relevant. And there's time for everything that you want to do in your life. It's all the choices that we make and the fears that we choose to listen to. See where I got to? You can see the Sea of Galilee, just like a little tip over there, and you can see Tiberias from here. It's beautiful. I'm going to turn this camera around and show you where I got to. So I came from down there, climbed up this little crevice in the mountain. There, up that way is towards Tzfat. It's the ancient route to Tzfat from the Sea of Galilee. There's evidence of traffic through here, antiquities, ancient sites, you know, caves that are carved out, water cisterns all over these mountains here. And this is where I got to. You see down there is the Sea of Galilee, Tiberias, Arbel. There you can see Arbel really nicely from here. It's that big cliff protruding over there, right in front of Tiberias. And over there in between that pass, that's where I live. That's Livnim. Okay. So I'm going to let this go. Unless there's something else. If there's something else that comes up that I feel like I want to say, then I will bring it. But right now, this is just so beautiful with all these flowers and the birds and the clouds. The rain is holding out, and I'm just having a blast. So I'm going to go continue having a blast, and then if something else comes up, I will start a new recording. So thanks for watching. So I'm still on this hike, and another point that I am, it seems like the first point that I was going to, I don't know if I went into it enough like I wanted to, is that I have this one side of me that says that I have to do and make things come to be, which I also believe is true. You know, nothing is going to come and be in my life if I don't make it true. But then I have this other side that just says, let go and be, and let nature take its course. Just believe and find where my place is in the world and what my true beliefs are and what my path is, and be true to my own nature. And then once I'm completely true to my own nature and I don't have conflicts inside of me going, oh no, you need to do this, you need to do that. Once I'm just like, oh, this is what I'm about. And doing this sadhana is like a workshop. Doing this workshop is also something that brings me into that place of not, of flow. Because in the workshop, see, on my spiritual path, I've gotten to a place where I can't go against myself anymore. But a lot of times I still feel like I don't know exactly what myself is, like where I need to be, or like I still have some inner conflicts. Like you see me going back and forth on this twin flame journey, oh, I miss him, giving away all my power, and then I come back to, wait a minute, I need to let go. I need to let go and become whole on my own, and then I'm standing in a place, like the spectator and I did a video about it, the spectator and the experiencer. It's like two different people inside of me. And when I'm above, when I'm in the place of the spectator, this is the place of the workshop. This is the entity that comes and does the workshop, is this one right here. The one that you're watching, the one of power and strength, not the crybaby one. So when I'm standing up in my own power and I don't have my internal conflicts going on, like, oh, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that, but that's not good enough, this is that, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I seem to be getting closer and closer to my center, but when I get completely into my center on my own, without a dependency on my twin flame or on any other partner or something outside of me, when my when others, namely Mr. Fancy Pants, whether he wants to see me or doesn't want to see me is irrelevant to where I am at, because then it's like putting me on him. It's like, oh, come and fulfill me. I'm only happy when I'm around you. And, he's got his own things going on. So, I mean, who wants that? Who wants to be leashed down like that? I mean, I don't want somebody putting their happiness to be dependent on me, or what they want to do to be dependent on me. So I can see it in the same way. So regardless if he wants a romantic relationship with me or a friendship with me, or regardless, or never wants to see me again in this life, he could move away tomorrow. And I was thinking about that this morning. If he moved away even to, let's say, somewhere that's an hour away from here, it could possibly be that, if we don't purposely meet up, like he said, he said, I just want to, if we meet, we meet. If we don't, we don't. That's the kind of friendship that he wants. That's what he said. So I'm taking it at face value, and I'm not even crying about it. And that's when I said, okay, then I need to just release, because I have my own life that need, children, my life. I have so many different things going on that I can't be holding on to somebody that is openly saying, I don't want any kind of special relationship with you. If we're friends, then and we meet here or there, then that's what it is. He said he has lots of friends that, when he sees them, he sees them, but they don't make any kind of special plans to meet up or anything. And I figure, okay, then that is what it will be. And I have, it hurts, and I'm just going to sit in the pain. I'm just going to sit in the pain and keep on going forward. That's what it is. And so I went off track again. So the point that I wanted to make is that there's two parts of me. There's the part of me that says, oh, you're not making a living, you have to get out there, blah, blah, blah. And then there's the other part of me that says, just let go and allow yourself to flow, because every time I get into that stress mode, I do nothing. You see, I come out onto the mountain and I make videos. I'm thinking that maybe these videos, because they're being born of me, it's like this is something I run and I enjoy doing. I enjoy doing these videos. It helps me also talk it out, and I also enjoy sharing it. And there's something about being completely open. Like, there's something about just putting yourself completely out there where it's all out on the table. I mean, except for what might hurt others. Look at this. I love these, and my twin was telling me that they're edible. So I don't know if I really want, maybe I will pick it and take it home, and then you like those balls, you're supposed to be able to cook them. I'm thinking I might try it. Thinking I might just try it. Thank you. Thank you for all the abundance. Look, you just come out to the side of the mountain and there's food. There's food. There's another one there I'm going to take. See? I wonder how this tastes. Yummy. I made a video while I was cooking it. I made some food this weekend, and it was vegan. So I'm vegan. I don't like saying vegan because it's not exactly, I don't like the title. But pretty much I don't eat, I eat plant-based diet. I eat chicken eggs from the chickens that my parents raised. But I made this really good, like a soup stew and this quinoa, and my kids loved it. They kept on going on and on about how good it was, and I was really excited about that because usually they're like, you're making us eat all this vegan food. And so I was pretty excited about that. Look, somebody lost their camera thingy. Okay, I need to tie my shoe, so I'm going to stop this here. And I started just going off onto different subjects. So the subject that I wanted to say, let me just make sure that I do this, is that I feel like if I just let go and be, that everything else will fall into place. And this is a message that I've also gotten from my twin. I've also gotten from the universe. And just recently, in my course that I'm doing, one of the girls there told me how she used to be like, she used to get into these like about money, kind of like I do, like the what's gonna happen, and she said when she decided just to let it go, the money just started flowing into her life, like manifesting. And I know that that's how it works, that I need to just let it go and then it'll flow, and I'll flow into the natural place that I need to be in and be able to make a living from that. I know this. It's a matter of letting go and allowing the flow to come in, because I was also able to see this energetically so clearly that, like what Roy said about if when you give a gift, when you get a gift, you have to give it, otherwise you quit getting it. In Hebrew, it sounded much more romantic than that, but I get it. It's like a flow of energy. So the more gifts you give and you get, you allow them to go through you, you open this route. And the more you get, and you get also by giving, that is very clear to me that you get by giving. Because let's say if I'm getting this gift and I start giving it out, and see, this is why I'm working on this workshop too. I feel like these gifts that I have to give aren't even mine. They're coming through me. And by not giving them, I'm closing myself off to the getting of more and also to the evolution of the gift, because when you start giving your gift, it grows. It grows. As you give it, it grows. It also grows because you get feedback from where you're giving it. So it just makes sense. It's like a give and take, It's like a loop. It's kind of like this twin flame journey is showing me so many different things. It's like letting go of him and going through the pain of it is the same thing for the workshop. It's, where I'm holding. It's letting go and just allowing and just doing it. Sitting through the pain and allowing the pain to be there as I go ahead and go through it and do it. So it's the same thing. I think that the twin flame pain is it's like a trump. It trumps all the other pain. So all the other pain next to the twin flame pain is like minor. So all the rest of the pain can just, all the rest of the pain is easier to handle than that pain. So everything becomes easier than it would be. But I still have these fears. Listen, these are childhood fears that I'm going through this, these, these fears that I'm going through in doing this workshop. They're so far in there rooted. They are so deep that I can't even find the reason. The reasons for them I'm still digging at to find. And I know that there's two ways to look at this. A lot of times you can either dig around and find the reasons and let them go, or you can just decide to push through it. Who cares what the reasons are? Just push through it. And I think there's a lot of different ways to get to the same output, to the same outcome. And so I'm doing it, and you can do them all. It's like having multiple timelines all at once available for you. So I can push through them and ignore the pain. And I can also dig deep and understand, because as I'm pushing through it, the reasons that I'm having the pain keep coming up. And then I can work through them. And it's really funny because they are like childhood. They're the, and I thought that I had already done all this work. Am I worthy? I'm worthy. I know I'm worthy. I know I love myself. But then these things are so far rooted in there that you don't even know that they exist, and they still like control your life. These beliefs. So I am so blessed to understand all these concepts and to be able to process these things and go through them and even teach them. I feel like I'm definitely blessed in that. Okay, well, I'm getting pretty close to my car, and see, my car is over there. And then I'm just going to go home and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to push through this. I'm going to make a list of all the things that I need to do, and I'm just going to start doing them. If I can't feel like I can't do one thing, I'm going to move on to another thing. I have physical work, which is making my products. I have all sorts of things that I could be doing. Right, those 20 things for Facebook remarks. Today, I'm putting out a Facebook post. Something. It could be something really simple, like wherever you put your focus is where your life goes. Or make sure you put your focus on things that you like, because that's where your life power is. I could do a video about that too. I'll do a video about all of the different points that I come up with. Maybe I'll do the video first, and then that'll make it easier for me to write them. But we'll see. I'm going home. My boys are home, so a lot of times it's more difficult to concentrate when they're there. Maybe I'll just make product. We'll see. But what I am going to do is bring myself forward today in some way, in some ways. And at the end of the day, I feel like I have accomplished. So I am going to end this here. And thank you for watching, and sending you lots and lots and lots of love.